Hi guys, welcome to Hook's Hot Rods. I'm going to make my own air breather for this thing. Um, I could just buy one, but there'd be other people with the same one, so I'm going to stick with the everything's custom thing and build my own. I really like the 59 Cadillac air breathers. So I'm going to attempt to build one for 2 4s instead of just a single 4. And when I say attempt, I'll work on it until I actually succeed. Okay, I'll get some, hit the junk pile and see what I've got, and show you what I'm going to start with once I get it together. Okay, so this is what I've come up with to start. This is a piece of 18, this is just sheet metal left over from when I built the body. This is 18 gauge. I'm going to make the bottom piece out of, the piece that actually goes on the carburetors. And this is 20 gauge. I'm going to use it to, it's kind of thin, so I'm going to use it for the top, very top of the breather. And then this is the only thing I had to buy. And it's just a 180, 2.5 inch pipe with a 180, done in a 180. And this is just scrap left over from when I did the exhaust system. Okay, so my plan is to cut this pipe around here, take this piece, flip it over and have it be the front. This will be the back section. I'm going to have to add a piece in here and extend these longer. That'll give me my round back end and my 2 inlets here. Yeah. Okay. So I know a trick on how to find exact center on here, and it's really pretty easy. I'll get set up and I'll show you how I do that. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is just going to take a magic marker. Wish I had a bigger one, but okay, then you just take a big file and a piece of pipe, same diameter, lay it across, and there we go. I can pick my center from there. I'll just have to flip it over and do the other side as well. Now, I've got to add a section in here, but only on the outside piece. The inside piece I want to keep the same width. So I'm going to have to cut it this way, then cut it here, add the piece in, and go from there. Okay, I'll get to it. Okay, so bit of a change of plan. This is too narrow, so I have to widen this here a bit as well. So I'm just going to widen it here. And the way I'm getting the center here is I just took a hose clamp, made it the size of the 2.5 inch pipe, got it as straight as I can, found center with a square, and I'm just going to mark it in a circle and then cut it. Okay, now I have my line to cut, and I've got to add an 1.5 inches in, so I'll do the same with this. I'll just cut a piece squared 1.5 inches long, weld it in the center, and then I can do my cut. Okay, so this is a piece I have to add in. Now, when they did the bend on this pipe, I guess the diameter of the pipe actually stretching it out made it smaller. Not by much, but enough that I can't just weld that in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a cut in here, start welding around this way because I want the edges flush. And then I'll leave the inside part and do it after I cut the whole piece, because the inside part I actually want to do less, so I'll probably, this is 1.5 inches, I'll probably just do 1 inch, maybe 3/4 inch, just enough to make it wide enough for the tops of the carbs. Okay, so what I've done here is I've taken the outside piece here, just put a cut in it so that I could change the diameter of the pipe. And then I used 2 squares to keep these parallel, make sure I was staying square, and then I just made it flush across the surface, tacked it here and here, and there and there. Now what I'm going to do next is just weld all this in solid, just to this point here. I'm not going to do anything with this. I'll do it later because I don't want the same width. I'd like to have a little more opening here and here. Okay, I'll get that welded up, and then once I get this welded, I've got to cut this on both sides. So it's Monday night after work, and I'm just cleaning up a bit of the welds inside here. Get some of that cleaned up, smoothed out. And then I just have to make the top and the bottom plates. So what I did here is I'm making the top to the breather, and I centered the 2 4-barrels, and then I took a piece of pipe, centered the hole for the carburetor on that piece of pipe, and then took a ball peen hammer, drove it down. That gave me my imprints for the nuts to hold the breather on. Now I'm just laying out, I want to do some bead rolls down here, give it some strength, right? And yeah, I'm just about to lay that out, and then I'll bead roll in some beads, then I weld it on. Okay, so I'm welding the top piece on, and what I did so I don't get it too hot in one spot is I just made little areas, 1, then way down here to 2, back down here to 3, up here to 4, 5, just separating them. I just mark them off so that I know where I came from and where I'm going to with it. And I'll do like 4 little tacks here, cool it off with the air, right? Just blow cold air on the welds as soon as I'm done, and then move on to 2 and then on to 3, and just keep going around and around. And it never gets hot that way, so no heat, no work. Okay, so there it is all welded up, and ground all the welds down. Just needs a little bit of glass on all the seams. Bunch of high build primer and some paint. Okay, I still have to make the bottom of this to sit on the carbs, so I'm going to get started on that right now. Okay, so what I did is I just threw a couple pieces of threaded rod in the center there with nuts on them. I want to see, before I build the bottom piece, I want to see where it looks the best, just so that I can make the bottom piece to set it at the level I want it to be at. I'm thinking the higher up, I'm going to put it back to the higher level and take a look at it again, and I think that's where it's going to be set up, level with the top of the cowl. Okay, so I kind of like it there. I just have to figure out how to make some cool looking velocity stacks for that bottom section. Okay, so this is how it turned out. I still have to do the body work on it and get it painted, but yeah, this is it. And I also ended up getting a set of bars for the windshield. So now I can open up the windshield and lock it closed. Okay, thanks for watching, and please leave a comment, subscribe, hit the like button, and share. I'll get up another video whenever I can. Really busy at work right now, but I went to a swap meet on the weekend in Barrie, Ontario, and here's a little something for Dave from Scott Rods. All right, and again, thanks for watching.